somebody's gonna watch the replay and they're gonna say, Claire, you didn't talk for a minute because YouTube doesn't let people know that I'm here for 60 seconds. So here I am, singing to myself. This isn't coffee, it's soda. So delicious on a warm day. Hello, out there to the universe. Here I am, still nobody. I'm gonna resist the temptation to shut off the live stream. 50 more seconds until someone shows up. Why is it like this? I don't know. 5 more seconds. Let's see if my theory works. My theory is, okay, it's been a minute. There it is. One person. Welcome, one person. 1 minute in. Welcome. Say hello. It's nice to see you. I could use some hangout time with my YouTube friends. Whitney, I'm so glad you're here. I really could use some hangout time with my YouTube friends. Hi, Theramore. So I thought I'd hop on here. Hi, Sienna. See, this is it. So I can't get discouraged because on live streams that I do that are like this, it takes a full minute for YouTube to let people know I'm here. And exactly in a minute, people show up. Very strange. How's everybody doing? Hi, Sienna. How's it going? 14. Hi, everybody. It's nice to see you. Please click the like if you just got here. My name is Claire, and I'm a late diagnosed autistic lady. And I have a YouTube channel to show you what my life is like. Hey, Brian, you got the notification after a minute and 30 seconds. Hey, Ava, great to see you too. Thanks for stopping by. Pretty good. Happy Friday. Just coming home from surgery. Did well enough you were allowed to come home. Hey, Sonia, I'm so glad that you're doing well. If you want to stick around, you don't have to talk, but I've got 2 huge bags of yarn I wanted to show you. Hi, Jim. Nice to see you. Yeah, so if you're a yarnie like me, I went to Joann's today. I went a few days ago. They had started marking down a few things. Hey, Stephanie. They had started marking down some yarn, and I saw that they had a huge cart full of marked down yarn that they hadn't put out yet. And I've been waiting to get the new look at the new yarn from Big Twist, which is called Big Twist Rave. It's in these bright neon colors, and they hadn't put it out yet, so I thought I'd stop in today to see if they put it out, and they finally did, but there were only 3 colors out, and like one only had 1 ball, so I decided not to get anything. However, when I was there the other day, the lady said, oh yeah, we're getting stuff out, but we're doing a big reset right now. I wanted to let everyone know that if you are a yarn person, you should go to Joann soon because they're doing a huge reset, and I've never ever seen so many boxes of yarn clearanced out at Joann's. Joann's doesn't have the best clearance price on their yarn, but the prices were pretty good enough for me to pick up a bunch of stuff. Sienna, I'm working on unmasking, crying, being mad, and allowing myself to touch everything due to being totally blind. Well, I'm really proud of you, Sienna. I understand. I've really been going through it as well, emotionally. And I think it's really brave to work on unmasking. That's really brave. Yeah, so I got some yarn. I did see somebody got something I got for like $1 cheaper online today, but that's okay. That's not the biggest of deals. I tried to pick things that I would only use. I can speak. 26 people. It's nice to see everyone. Theramore, you gotta go. I don't know if your Joann will be updated yet. Mine's always really behind. But the manager the other day said that the yarn I was looking for wasn't out yet, that they were doing a huge reset and they had like a few, like 200 boxes of yarn in the back or something. I don't know if that's an accurate number. And I went today and the lady at the checkout had boxes and boxes and boxes of yarn that she was marking down in between customers. Yeah, so I only bought I bought 2 kinds of yarn, and I tried to only pick things that I could use, with my business. Hey, Shape of Soup. Hi, it's Nuggets. Hi, Brittany. I just wanna read Brittany's comment really quick. I got a free updated OT evaluation earlier today. I am going to need to make an appointment for next week. Doctors get permission. Okay, Brittany, well, I hope that works out for you. I'm proud of you for doing that. I know how hard it can be to reach out sometimes. So yeah, I thought I'd show you what I got. I don't like want to make a video about like big Joann yarn sale. I don't know that their clearance, as I said, isn't always the super best deal. However, most of the clearance that was there today, I was like, that's not that bad of a clearance price. It's more of like a good sale price rather than clearance, but it was good enough to do something. First, I'm going to show you some thrift yarn that I got last week or the week before, and I haven't shown yet. So yeah, I thought we could hang out, talk yarn and autism, and just hang out because honestly, oh, sorry. I've heard that when you say honestly, it can sometimes denote that you're not being honest. But what I'm trying to say is I'm having a tough time and I'm trying to regulate myself. So thanks for hanging out with me. I just don't want people to look at me weird in public because I am touching everything or because I am crying or mad. I understand, Sienna. Hopefully people will be understanding. I can't imagine some of the things that you must have to go through, and I hope that we can support you in as your internet friends. Hello, visitor. I say honestly all the time, LOL. Oops. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's a good thing to say honestly, but then I know that sometimes it can be used manipulatively. And I try not to say it. I try to just say what I mean. Hi, Katzenbeklopt. Hola. Hi, Lee, visible friend. How are you? Nice to see you. Lee, I saw some art that you did. Mike from Autistic AF sent it to me, and it's amazing. And I just wanted to let you know that. So thank you so much. That's why I've restricted myself from doing this. Doing what? Welcome, welcome. Hey, Isabella. Hi, everybody. It's nice to see everyone. 33 people. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you can, press the like so more people will come and hang out with us. Oh, Mike, I was just talking about you and how you sent me Lee's art. Where's the bus going? The bus is driving into a cave, deep, deep into a cave, into the dark where we could all be alone. Hop on board. Hey, Stitch in the Spectrum. Hey, Holly. It's nice to see everyone. This is really making my afternoon. I'm feeling tired. Like I want to, like I just want to break down a bit. So I just need a deep breath and just some hangout time. It's cave time for sure, man. Just let me sit in my hole. I just want to be alone. I understand, Sienna. Well, thank you for being brave and sharing with us. Hey, Barry. Hey, Lantern Zone. Hey, Brittany. Can I please have a video auditory? Can I please have a video on auditory processing issues, disorders, and autism, since this is one of the disabilities I've been diagnosed with? I could put it on my list. I'd have to do research. I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty good at researching, so I could put that on my list. Adults talk about on their YouTube channels, question marks. If someone perceives. Okay, sorry. I'm watching the chat on my phone, and it's harder to follow. So I'm really sorry if I miss your message and it's super important. Send it again, please. Hey, Michelle, I'm glad I'm not alone. Do I have moments where I feel like I'm crying internally all the time? Yeah, I guess all the time would be a good answer. I guess maybe not all the time, but I go through seasons of life for sure. Life with PHP. What's PHP? I'm sorry, Michael, I don't know what PHP is. Perception, happiness, platypus. Hi, Richard. Well, many of us have autism as well, so you're very welcome here, Richard. Why aren't you a doctor, Claire? Get to it. You know, once upon a time, I did think I was going to get my PhD, but it did not work out. Hey, Jenna. Seasons of life. That's an interesting phrase. I like it, and I might use it myself. Well, I'm sure I didn't come up with it, Eric, but yeah, seasons of life is for a thing. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeffrey. Do I have processing issues like auditory processing disorder, visual processing disorders? Brittany, I am not medically diagnosed with any of those things. I do struggle with processing, though, but I can only speak from my own experience. I don't have a formal diagnosis. Purple-hatted pickles. That's PHP. PHP is a web scripting language. Ah, okay, okay. Oh, hey, Smickety Smoo. What a fun word to say. Welcome. 42 people. It's nice to see everybody. Should we get started on hanging out and talking about yarn? If you just got here, I have 2 huge bags of yarn from Joann Fabrics. They did a huge reset, so make sure if you're a yarn person to go check it out, because supposedly they're doing a huge reset, and they had boxes and boxes and boxes of yarn in the clearance section. And again, not the super best prices you could ever get, but pretty decent. Hi, Ava. I'm reading your comment. Did you know they sell vintage yarn on Amazon, not just Etsy? So wild. Yeah. Well, I guess anyone can sell on Amazon, right? It is technically an online marketplace. So you just have to qualify to sell there. Yeah, yeah. I found pre-diagnosis much more. I was much more of an emotional person, I think. I think that I've been able to really work on that. Not that it's bad to be an emotional person, but when you have no answers, it's like a very scary and confusing thing. Yeah, I really struggled. Hey, Kitty Cat Spartan 117. This is your first live stream ever. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, new members. Claire, look at the chat. I am looking at the chat. Mike, what did I miss? I'm looking at the chat. It's right there. I just don't have it on my computer, so I can't like really, I'm trying my best. Called out by Mike. If you guys don't know, Mike is a wonderful person. He's autistic AF, and you should go check out his channel if you like watching live streams. Look at all the new members. Welcome all the new. Are there a lot of new members? It looks, I mean, Carrie Ann. These are all members I think they're all members I've seen before. So if look at it. Why won't you look at it? What did I miss? I'm sorry. If you recently joined my channel, 10 of them, did somebody gift a membership and it didn't show up? Is that how that works? Did I miss something? So I just want to say 10 were gifted. Who gifted them? Barry. Okay, so okay, thank you, Barry. You did not have to do that, and you did. So thank you. That's so kind. How cool is that? I don't exactly know how gifted memberships work, but that is so nice of you. Does that mean that 10 people get to be a member for a month? Is that how that works? So if you are a new member, welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you very much, Barry. Barry's always been a great supporter of the channel. Awesome. Thanks, Barry. That's really nice of you. Hey, Leslie, welcome. I'm going to show yarn in a minute, Leslie, so don't move. While I was shopping at Joann today, I bumped into an old lady by looking through the yarn as well. And I have to tell you, like, anytime I'm at a yarn store and I bump into an old lady that's shopping for yarn, all I want to do is chit chat, and I'm sure they think I'm a creep and a weirdo. Hey, let's talk about yarn. Person I don't know. Well, I'm so excited to have 10 new members, and that's really nice of you, Barry. Thank you so much. And I guess that means that they'll be able to come to the live stream next month, our members only live stream. We had members only live stream yesterday, and I think I'm going to start calling the members only live stream the cursed live stream. It's been 3 times we've had the live stream, and every single time there's been a big problem with it. So I'm going to start, like, maybe I'm going to lean into it and call it the cursed live stream. Yes, please, Theramore, let me know if your Joann also has boxes and boxes of yarn. As you know, they all do things at different times. So if it's not there, I'm sorry. It is funny? Okay. Just roll with the chaos. I'm here. You remind me of a fairy tale princess for some weird reason. Well, sometimes I wish that I could go to sleep and not wake up for a few hundred years. So that would be cool. Yeah, Theramore, if you're still listening while you're driving, they had so many things. They had velvet yarn, tons of baby yarn, Patton's wool yarn, the new phasing Caron cakes. They had a bunch of those. They had blanket yarn, scarfy, which I got a bunch of. I mean, anything you could think of. I was so shocked. Elderly love to chat with young people. What about an old lady inside? Do they like to talk to people like that? Hey, Eric. Challenging afternoon. Yeah, I get you. I needed to sit down and hang out. Wake me up when the Bluetooth enabled yarn arrives, please. I'm an old soul. Some might even say a dead soul. Wow, 58 people. It's nice to see everyone. If you have a spare finger, thumb, nose, elbow, toe, If you want to sit on the keyboard and click the like, I would very much appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just a baby. Cool, let me show you. So I have two bags here of thrifted yarn I wanted to show you. This bag I paid $4.50 for. It's got 3 things in it. This is the worst thing in there, which isn't totally bad. It's the Loops and Threads Impeccable yarn from Michaels. That's their home brand. It's an older ball, but it still feels okay. Color is Aran. Now, if you're not a yarny person, you might not know what Aran means, but usually if it says the color is Aran, they're saying it's kind of the natural color of the yarn. So it's usually like a cream color. That yarn is huge. I would love a wool blanket. Ooh, fun. All right, bye, Mike. Thanks for stopping in. Woodshed Theory beanies are great. Thank you. Aran is spelled A-R-A-N. And many yarns that come out have an Aran color. So it's not like a bleach white. It's like a natural white. Hey, Jack. How are you? Nice to see you. Then I got this one. It's Valley Yarns. 100% wool made in Peru. In a bright red color. Color is red. How many? Let's see. Doesn't say. It's 100 grams. That might not be a full ball, but it looks like it's enough to make a hat. Like a crayon, yes. Did I say crayon right? And then the reason I got this bag was because it had a ball of Rowan yarn in it. If you're a yarny, you know Rowan. It's a very, should I say very high-end? It's a high-end yarn, very quality. And it's usually made in Romania. This is Rowan Cocoon. It's roving, which is one of my favorite. And roving means that it's one piece of fiber twisted. So if I untwist it, you can see it just comes apart like that. And it's 100 grams, 115 yards. And I think I might have something to match it, to use it. It's hard to buy things that are in one skein. It's not enough to do a hat, which is an issue, but I usually like to pick up quality when I see it. Erin made it herself with her bare hands. No problem, Eric. Where are you from? Jack, I'm from the United States. Okay. This is the other bag, $3.99. The reason I picked up this bag was because of this yarn. Is it Cascade 2020? It is. I've had Cascade 2020 a lot. I've made other hats from it. I have some in my collection. This is from the Heathers collection. I feel like I've sold a hat made out of this before in like red heather maybe, but I could be lying to you. So if I am, I'm sorry. It's not intentional. Cascade 2020. I call this isn't like a yarn that you'd find at a big box store. It would be like a staple to find it at a small yarn store. Cascade 2020, Cascade Yarns. Yeah, made in Peru, 100% wool, right? Peruvian Highland wool, 220 yards. But I'm always trying to find yarn that I know that I can make something to sell, because I have a very large collection and not a lot of room. So that's always in my mind. Like, I don't want to add things I can't use. And I know that people love to buy green hats. So when I see green, gotta pick it up. Whitney Macy, can you post the Etsy link? It does look mossy, does it not? 220 is a fair amount, but it takes about 200 yards to knit a hat. If you go to Etsy and you just type in woodshed theory, my shop should come up. I thought this looked the most interesting in the bag, but it doesn't have a label. So it's a skein of roving yarn. It's soft, natural brown. It smells very clean. This is a hank. I'm going to hank it back up. I like that too, Lee. The only issue with this is $4 to be able to make, you know, to have like a nice yarn. That's great. I can use it because it's labeled. That's worth it. But when I get something like this, I really would struggle to be able to make something to sell it because it's not labeled. I could just write mystery natural fibers, but I don't want to like, because people are allergic to things, I want to be really careful. So I don't know what I'm going to use for this. And then this is half a ball, and I know exactly what this is because there was a few other bags with new skeins of this. It is Little Brown, is it called the Brown Sheep Yarn Company from Nebraska? Is that what it's called? Brown Sheep? It's their cotton fleece. So it's a mix of cotton and wool in a green color. I have a few other colors of this as well. Tell them it's unicorn hair. Yeah, green's always really popular. Looks silky. It's not scratchy. But it's also matte. It's not like shiny. Cotton and wool. That's an interesting collection, right? All right. You're wanting to learn how to weave using a loom. Oh, that's really cool. You know, sometimes I see like looms for sale or people trying to give away old looms. I could, I think it looks interesting, but it's also like a loom will take up this entire room. So I'm not going to be doing that anytime soon. Oh, that's cool, Lee. Yeah, looms are neat, right? They're very complicated. And I think that might be very nice for somebody who is on the autism spectrum, because it would be a special interest where it does take a long time to set it up. And if you, maybe you don't know this, but autistic people, like the way that we like to play, enjoy, like, is to set things up. And organize them. So I feel like putting together a loom and setting all that up would be very, very fun. You have 2 looms, Carrie Ann? Oh, the Cricut Rigid Heat Loom is only, oh, okay, so it's smaller. Hi, Melanie. Okay, so as I said, huge boxes of yarn at Joann. They were still marking it down and putting it out. I got 2 kinds of yarn. I got Scarfy yarn and I got Colorama Halo. So they had so much Scarfy there. If you've been around for a while, a few months ago, Michael's craft store got rid of their Scarfy yarn. They had it all on clearance for $5 a ball, which is an excellent price. It's normally around $13. So I went around to all the Michaels in the area and bought a bunch of it. They have different colors though at Joann's. Sorry, I'm trying to read, but it's like going so fast, so. All right, so I was gonna buy more, guys, but instead I decided to. Hey, John, nice to have you. All right, so I got a bunch of Scarfie, and I got it in 4 colors, 3 each. I was gonna buy like 5 or 8 or whatever, a lot of each, and then I was thinking to slow down. I just got enough to make a hat and a scarf set with each. So here we have the color Seafoam and Clay. Scarfie is 20%. No, I'm lying. Scarfie is 22% wool and 78% acrylic. So in real life, it's like a creamy orange color and a pale seafoam green blue. It does kind of match my dress. What worsted is for? Yes, you do use worsted weight to make Afghans. Thanks, Isabella. Yeah, 60 people. Welcome, everyone. Oh, so just to let you know, these were on clearance for $7.49 each. So not as good as when I got them for $5 from Michael's in different colors, but still good. Seafoam and Clay. This one's called Ice and Gold. Hi, Margot. So this one's a pale ice blue. Hi, Top Hat Creations. Pale ice blue and gold color. Barry, if you're still watching, I'm just processing. I'm sorry that it didn't show me that you gifted memberships. I don't think it did, or I missed it. So thank you again to Barry for gifting the memberships. That's really nice of you. So let's look at how these compare, because you think they're like a little similar but different. So this is like an icy blue and gold, and like a darker bluey green and orange. Hey, Crystal, how are you? Thanks, Barry. Thanks for understanding. I'm on the phone, so I don't know if I don't know how it works as far as the messages. I didn't see it. Okay. Oh, this color is so pretty. They had one that was similar to this. Let's see. This color is rose and dusty rose. They had another one that was more like a darker color of this. Hi, Kensley. Yeah, so this one is rose and dusty rose. So like a dark pink and a muted red. So 3 of these should be enough to do a hat and a scarf. So I got 3 of each for that reason. Like I had the whole cart full, and I was like, I'm gonna make blankets, 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 and then I remembered about how much yarn I have, and that's not actually a good idea. So looks like terracotta, similar, yeah, really pretty. Have you ever made any rainbow colored hats and scarves? I have made rainbow stuff before, and I probably will make it again. So yes, I made a rainbow shawl. I've made rainbow hats. I love colors, so. And then I got one more color of the Scarfie. I was so excited to see this. I've talked about it before. Sometimes when you like sell knit and crochet things, machine knit and crochet things, it's hard to find colors for everybody, like colors that everybody likes. So sometimes it can be difficult. So I found this one I thought would be good for people who like darker colors. And the color is called Iron and Umber. How pretty is that? This one's called Iron and Umber. So it's the brown umber and then this dark, almost black gray. Yeah, Theramore. I almost got 8 of these or 7 of them to do a blanket. And then I was like, slow down, Maurice. You've lost your mind. The nice part about the scarfy yarn as well is that it does work in my knitting machine. So that makes it a lot easier to get through it and use more of it. I love these colors. I don't only want to put out like pinks and rainbows and pastels. I want like to do something for everybody. It's so hard, but good job on their strength. Well, you haven't seen the rest of what I got, Theramore. Do you do non-palmed beanies, shape of soup? Yes, I do. I do all kinds of hats. But please know that I'll show you. Okay, so here's one of my hats that's on my Etsy right now. I'm trying to just make sure I'm not lying. Every hat that I have that has a palm on it, the palm is removable. That's a button I've sewn on. The palm has a little elastic and you can put it back on. So if you don't like the palm, you seal things? Do you sell things? Yes, I do sell things. Wookie Brown. It is Wookie Brown. Well, now I'm probably going to call it the Wookie hat. Thanks, Scott. I love Chewbacca. Who doesn't? Yeah, shape of soup. I don't know. I take my business very seriously. All of the hats have the Woodshed Theory label with the logo. You can also take that on and off. And then all of the hats have a Woodshed Theory tag sewn inside with the care instructions. So a lot of time and effort goes into it. And I package them as nice as I can. Send them off to their new homes. Okay, no pressure, anybody. No pressure. Came up with Wookie Brown. I love it. Dies a lot did? That's cool. Yeah, it does kind of look like Chewbacca and then his battle sash. Do you make blankets? Sure do. Okay, so the final thing I got is 8 cakes of this. Look, that's a lot in one color. We're still marking down other colors. It just so happens that this is a color I've been looking to buy for a while to make a blanket. I will probably sell the blanket. Do you have a link for your Etsy? I think Whitney dropped a link earlier. I love cake too. Hi. Thanks, Whitney. That's so sweet of you. Yeah, so these were $6.97 each. They're normally about $12. So I got 8 cakes of this. This is Caron Colorama Halo Perfect Phasing. It's, I have not used this before, but it reminds me of, which I also haven't used before. I have 1 cake of it that I've never used. It reminds me of Caron latte cakes, but these have been very popular. I was shocked to see that they were marking all of these down, like to not sell them anymore because they're so popular. Like everybody online makes stuff with these. So yeah, this is the Caron Colorama Halo Perfect Phasing. 1, 2, there's so many. I've almost bought this yarn so many times, and when I saw that it was on clearance, I was like, you know what? It's time. 3, 4. The color is ice something. Skylight Frost is the color I got. This one doesn't look as good, but I figured if I need an extra one, it's better to have one. So yeah, there's so much of it. So I think it's about it's 481 yards. And I think I'll probably need at least 7 to make the blanket I wanted to make. Pretty big project. But I cannot wait to use it. It seems really soft, and the color fade is perfect. You thought it looked like ice. It does look like ice. It is very fluffy. Madison. Most people here call me Woodshed, Madison. That's a good idea, Carrie Ann, to use the ugly one first. But yeah, you know, like I was like, okay, maybe I just need 7. But then I was, you know, you worry that it won't be enough. And I can always make like another scarf or something out of it. So yeah, it's going to look so pretty because you can back the colors up, like start in the middle, go to white, start with white, and then it's like goes through perfect phasing. So I'm really hoping it turns out okay. Bye. Hi, Cat Lily. That's my yarn, guys. So much of this. I've been waiting a really long time to get this. I don't know when this project's going to be finished, but I can't wait. I love putting big projects on my Etsy. They're not like what people normally pick up when I do a drop. Like sometimes they take a while to sell, like the bigger things, because they're more expensive. But I like making that stuff. So yeah, I love Scarfy. I'm trying to think, like I've got more Scarfy. I have so much yarn, but I love it. So, you know, turn what you love into a business and it'll just make you happy all the time. Am I right? Are you going to crochet a blanket or panels on your knitting machine? I haven't done a paneled blanket on the knitting machine. This I'm going to do crochet, and I think I'm going to do something with cables, crochet cables. Where did I buy my knitting machine from? Actually, so the first knitting machine that I have is the Centro, and I got that off of Amazon. And the Addy Express that I have now was a gift from my sweet mother for Christmas a year and a half ago. It's dangerous to turn loves into work. It can drain the joy out of it if you're not careful. Yeah, you're totally right, Miss Literary. So what I do to help myself with that is I don't do like a normal inventory. I just do drops of projects. So I make up a bunch of things, I work up a bunch of projects, might take me a month or so, and then I sell them. So it's not like I always have to have a certain inventory of one hat, or that Sometimes I might take a special order, but normally I don't. Sometimes I do, but normally I just sell what I do in the drops. So yeah, that's my yarn. What was your favorite one? Selling only what is finished is a great way to go about it because you remove the time quadrant. Exactly. So yeah, that was my thought process. And then business-wise, I always try to make, there was one time we didn't do a party with the giveaway, but to like help with the people get excited, I do the drop party and we do the giveaway with the hat on the live stream. I do like I make sure I take really great pictures and I do a preview for everyone a few days ahead of time. So I do my best. That's so kind, Madison. Thanks. There are a lot of trolls. It must be the nice weather. They've wandered out from under the bridge, eh? Thank you, everyone. I don't know who's modding right. I think Whitney might, but thank you for doing that, Whitney. Whitney is on it. Thank you, Whitney. Thanks, Whitney. I think the light green was my favorite. This one? I really like this one. Green always sells really well for me. I've noticed green sells really well, blues, purple sells really well. Everyone always gets the purple stuff. And then people don't like the pink hats. Pink always takes the longest to sell. So every time I'm in the store, I thought this was kind of different though. I didn't think this was like too bright. I don't think this will struggle. But anytime I'm in the store and I see a bright pink yarn, I'm like, I love that. I want that. And then I have to remind myself, pastel pink and stuff, that doesn't really sell. The seafoam scarfie, that one's so pretty. It looks like the beach. Raspberry pink, that's such a pretty color. So the reason I went to go to Joann's is they have a new yarn that is like bright. It's called Rave. So it's like bright neon colors, and they've got one, I wanted to see it in person. It's black and bright pink called Scene Queen, and it really brought me back to like 2005, 2004. So I was like, I want to go see that yarn. I'm picky about pink. Yeah, pink is like a very sorry, I'm trying to think of the word. Divisive? People have like opinions on pink, you know? Yeah, raspberry pink. Yeah. This one was so cool. It reminded me of the bright pink and black scarfie, but it's an acrylic. But they only have one cake, so I didn't buy it because it wasn't enough to make anything, I think. And I'll wait until it's a better price, probably. Did I miss the struggle bus part? Just heard that expression a couple of days ago in a meme. The struggle bus should have a loyalty rewards program. No, you didn't miss. Carlo, hop on board the struggle bus. Welcome. I was having a rough time, and I just wanted to hang out and talk about yarn. So here we are. As somebody who, are you here who has told me before that in other countries they call a long chat a yarn? So like we're having a yarn about yarn. All right, Eric, thank you. What is struggle bus? Struggle bus is just something, it's not a real thing, Kat. It just means you're having a rough time. So I don't know. Hop on the struggle bus means you're you know, you're rolling along, but you're having a hard time with it. Hi, Dandori. It's the vehicle of life. Oh, okay. Get some support on the struggle bus. I hope so. Yarn is a long story. Exactly. Welcome to the pity party. Oh, Cassie. Yes, Carrie Ann, what a good way to put it. Hop on the struggle bus, join me on this difficult journey. Exactly. Just hanging out with some friends on a Friday afternoon. I wish I was sipping some coffee, but I'm having some soda. It's very good. Well, I'll probably be wrapping up in a few minutes if that's okay with everybody. It's been almost an hour, and I have a 1 hour time limit on live streams. I found some clearance yarn. They're probably going to hunt someone down to ask. Looks like they're getting ready for it, but it hasn't hit completely. Yeah, mine, they still had boxes and boxes behind the counter that they were marking down. Theramore. They had True Boo. I mean, so many things. And I was like, you know what? I could just come back if I need to, and I don't need any more yarn. There was a lot of thick and quick too. Hey, Layla, nice to see you. Hi, Alana Flo. Hi. I need to do my crochet basket. Cool. People use like scrap yarn to make baskets, I've seen. It's like a quick way if you want to use like a few strands of yarn together and make a basket. That's a cool way to get rid of some yarn. And heaven knows I have a lot of yarn. Lee, you got your porch coffee mug, but I didn't do an unboxing because I didn't look like myself. Poison ivy. Oh, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. I'm so glad you got your porch coffee mug okay. Somebody sent me a comment the other day that they said that they had accidentally left their mug outside during a tornado and that it survived. So I should maybe put that in the description of how good the mug is, maybe? Question mark. But I've also broken one of the mugs by knocking it off the table. So I don't know. Do you make hats with multiple strands? How would that look? Yes. For example, this hat has multiple strands in it. The colorful bits are a silk thread, and it's mixed in with this recycled fiber here. Thanks, Smickety Smoo. You should definitely put that in the description. One mug survived kind of a tornado, but it didn't survive me. Market is fragile with the potential to survive a tornado. I like this look too. See, I didn't put a puff on this one because I didn't think it needed it. I think this is called Tusa silk, maybe? Houston hurricane. Houston gets a lot of hurricanes. Talk about spectrum. All right, everyone. That puff is like a plushie. That's for sure. No, I try to, either the puffs that I have, they're like faux fur or they're like faux rabbit fur. So they're very soft. All right, everyone. Well, it was nice talking to everyone. Thank you for spending 55 minutes with me. I love variegated yarns too. I hope you have a good weekend. I'll have a porch coffee coming up on Monday. And there should be another episode of Autistic People Talking coming out next week too. It's filmed. I just have to edit it and get it out next week. And I think you guys are going to be very, very excited about the guest. So I'd love to hear. I'd love to hear who you think it's going to be. I was very excited about it, so I'm excited. Yeah. All right. Have a good weekend, everyone. Take care of yourself, okay? Thank you for spending time with me. Bye. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.